The Can-Am International Sled Dog Race is happening this weekend. One musher is lucky he and his dogs are alive after a scary encounter with a moose in the northern Maine town of St. David.
Yeah, 17-year-old Caleb Hayes and his father Jonathan had just returned from a training run Tuesday night when they saw the cow moose stomping and kicking at their kennel of puppies. Then the moose turned its attention to the father and son and the team of sled dogs.
So the father, Jonathan, drove a snowmobile in between the moose and the team of dogs. The father and son spoke with News Center Maine's Griffin Stockford about what happened next.
Revving the engine and hoping the light and the sound of the engine and everything would scare it away, but it just made it more mad. And the moose came over my snowmobile and I'm scrambling to get back. You don't realize how big they are. I never knew that moose growled.
All the while, Caleb was holding back his team of dogs, trying to prevent them from getting too close to the angry moose.
Because if I get any closer, it will go on a rampage and hurt every one of our dogs, and I can't have that.
After 10 minutes, the dog started to overpower Caleb and drag him towards the moose. Still, Caleb held on.
Any musher will tell you that your first duty is to your team to take care of your dogs, because if you don't take care of them, they can't take care of you.
The moose came right over Caleb.
It was massive, probably even bigger from that view.
Once he was able to get the dogs to safety, his father sent Caleb to find a gun. Caleb snowmobiled a mile out to the road, knocking on strangers' doors, asking for a rifle, until a friend handed him one with 2 bullets. 45 minutes into the ordeal, Caleb arrived back on scene and handed the gun to his dad, who was a Marine infantryman.
I started thinking about him and this experience for him, and I was like, you know what? How would you like to shoot your first moose? And he lit up like a Christmas tree. He said, yes, sir. So that's when I handed the rifle to him.
2 shots. And the beast was incapacitated, but not dead. They called 911, and a game warden arrived to corroborate the story and end the moose's suffering.
It was sad. You know, we saw fury in her eyes, but we also saw fear in her eyes too. And we talked about that a lot. We could see fear in her eyes as well. And we felt bad for her the entire time. But she had 45 minutes, to leave the dog yard and didn't.
So at the end of it all, the game warden did issue the Hayes a moose permit so they could harvest the meat. They promised that none of it's going to go to waste.
Wow, unbelievable.